Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, this is a very quick live stream that I have to do. I saw these articles about Donald Trump speaking on this Jussie Smollett case, and I have to express my opinions about this. As you all know, I've stated my position with respect to this Jussie Smollett case and the outcome of the case. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll post a link in the cards and also in the description box. So you know that I didn't agree with the decision. But with that being said, man, what Donald Trump said was absolutely ridiculous. This is what Donald Trump said on Twitter. He said, FBI and DOJ to review the outrageous Jussie Smollett case in Chicago. It's an embarrassment to our nation. So here you have Donald Trump angry about the outcome in this case. But I don't see that kind of anger coming from him when it's a matter of police brutality. I don't see him calling on the DOJ or the FBI to investigate cases of police brutality. He doesn't express that kind of outrage. When you have all these black people being killed by these police, like the case involving Stephon Clark, I don't see him calling for the FBI to investigate that or the DOJ to investigate that. I don't hear him calling for further investigations of the Eric Garner case where that brother was choked live on camera and there was no justice. I don't hear him speaking out on that. I don't hear him expressing this kind of outrage. I don't hear him expressing this kind of outrage when you have white people literally get away with murder. Like when you had that situation, and this is before he took office, but that situation where you had this white kid kill 4 people and then get off basically on some affluenza defense. Basically saying that he was so wealthy he didn't understand responsibilities and stuff like that. I didn't see any kind of outrage about that. And then you also had like this white woman, and I forget the name of the case. I'll look it up and put the link in the description box. But you had this white woman literally get away with killing somebody. I didn't see Donald Trump get on social media complaining about that, expressing some outrage about that. When it matters, this man doesn't express outrage. Like that crisis that's still going on in Flint. I don't see him expressing no outrage about that or outrage about any issue of relevance to our people or, you know, issues of race and all that kind of stuff. I didn't see him express no kind of outrage about what happened in Charlottesville. Not Charlottesville, Charlottesville, Virginia. I didn't hear him express any kind of outrage in Charlottesville, Virginia. In fact, he was co-signing those people there. He was talking about there were some very fine people on both sides. I didn't see him tweeting out that the FBI and DOJ have to do something immediately. I didn't see that same kind of outrage when you had that man run over a woman, run into a crowd with his car. I didn't see Donald Trump expressing that same kind of outrage, but all of a sudden he's outraged about this one case where this guy basically got a slap on the wrist. When you got all these examples of all these white people getting a slap on the wrist, and this man don't say a damn thing about that. Not a thing. Like that guy Manafort got a slap on the wrist. I didn't see him expressing no kind of outrage about that. In fact, he was saying and defending Manafort, talking about how much of a stand-up guy he is and stuff. This man is a hypocrite. He can't complain about a situation that's unjust in this particular case when he doesn't complain about it in all these other situations involving injustice, all these other situations where black people are killed by these stinking cops and nothing happens. I don't see that kind of outrage. I don't see that kind of outrage in all these other situations where you got all these white people that get off. You get a slap on the wrist for killing people. Get a slap on the wrist for the offenses that like a Manafort committed. I don't see that same kind of outrage. When a black elected official does anything similar to what like a Manafort or any of these people do, they give them the book. They throw away the key. They put them under the jail. But with this Manafort, he basically got a slap on the wrist. I didn't see Donald Trump expressing no outrage about that. Donald Trump really needs to shut the hell up. And the fact that this man would say that this is an embarrassment to our nation and all these other situations are an embarrassment to our nation, The fact that you still got people in Flint with poisonous, toxic water, that's not an embarrassment to our nation? You're not going to do anything about that? You're going to express some fake outrage about the outcome in this case. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. Also, to talk about an embarrassment. Donald Trump, you are an embarrassment to the nation. Every other day when you tweet out some ridiculous tweet, you embarrass the nation. The fact that you have been recorded talking about grabbing women by the vagina, that's an embarrassment to the nation. You know, every other day you say something that's an embarrassment to the nation. You're a buffoon, a clown, a joke, and you have the nerve to be talking about something being an embarrassment to the nation. Your Muslim travel ban is an embarrassment to the nation. Your voter fraud commission that was designed to suppress black voters is an embarrassment to the nation. The fact that you were working with, basically working with Russians, even though like we haven't seen that report yet, basically you had an administration that was encouraging WikiLeaks to release more information and all that kind of stuff. Encouraging that stuff. The fact that all these officials, you said your administration had no contact with the Russians and all these people met with the Russians, that's an embarrassment to the nation. The fact that you are bowing down before Russia, that's an embarrassment to the nation. So you are a joke and a clown. You're the last person to be talking about what's an embarrassment to the nation. And unfortunately, I don't have time to check your comments, but with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings to each and every one of you.